So I've become aware of a Truth and Reconciliation Commission that happened out in the state of Maine between the Child Welfare System and a lot of SEP people. And it was the first Truth and Reconciliation Commission that has ever existed between a state government and anyone in the country. And so as you're talking, and I'm just wondering if that process is any, is part of what you think about when you think about how to repair and move forward.
Yeah, I think that, we definitely looking at not just here in the States, but I'm working with a really wonderful professor, Eve Tuck, who's now working in Toronto, and the Truth and Reconciliation they've been doing in Canada. I have some friends that are Maori people that are also doing stuff. They've also done stuff in Africa. And there's a lot, I'd like to see what they've learned and some of the difficulties that they've had around it, because I think it reopens up a lot of wounds, and there have not across the board been enough resources to take care of the things that have come back up. And so we want to make sure that before we embark on anything like that, that there's something that catches everybody, So it's a difficult process, and I think it's a good way to go, though. It's a good way to go, because it includes everybody, and so that includes big billboards and people talking about stuff, being part of curriculums and different kinds of conversations in the community. And so I think that work is really important, and we should look into it in my next lifetime. Yes.
Thank you for this incredibly powerful text. I've seen you open a number of events, and I've always wanted to really hear more. And I really love this idea of just thinking of myself as a guest. And as a guest, I ask for the host for permission before I have a party. And so I know a bunch of, especially racial justice or social justice events often have this land acknowledgement at the beginning, or you get to come in, or some other Indigenous folks open up. I suppose you don't want to get asked about every single event, like, are we welcome to have this on your land? Okay? But is this land acknowledgement something that sort of Indigenous folks have called for, or what would you call for? What would you like to see white folks to do at the beginning, say, of larger events?
I think it's really important that people have actually gotten to that point even here in the Bay Area. And it's really because of my accomplices and allies that we've been working so hard for the last 20 years to really get this out, that people are actually acknowledging. I think that the big push with Standing Rock has opened up people's eyes again in a different kind of way too, and I think that it's important. UC Berkeley is actually, and the UC system is looking at a way for them to do a land acknowledgement as well at the beginning of all their major events, and so I think it is a good way of starting. I think it has to not be a checkoff box, though, that where it becomes this thing that people just say, oh, we're acknowledging this is a Ohlone land. So therefore, okay, so, red, white, whatever. You know what I mean? And so it really needs to be a way for communities to engage. Like, how do we have a relationship? There needs to be relationality, right? There needs to be a community that's gathering. How do we work together? Not just acknowledging that you're on the land, but how do we create community so that we're actually doing something together? Does that mean that, you may be acknowledging the land, but then what does that mean? What is your work actually doing to enhance the work of Ohlone people, or enhance the land that you're on? How is that going forward, And I think that that's what we need to do, is we really need to then begin to build community. And I think that that's what we're missing, because one of the things that we learned when we were at Sogorea Te, we were eating together and we were praying together and all of those other kinds of struggling together, was that when we had to go home and we left with PTSD because we didn't know how to live in this world again. It was difficult not waking up to people and praying with them, eating with them. Is that something that we're missing today as humanity? We go home and we shut our door and not know who our neighbor